Hey, this is Max here from the Curling Avengers, Captain America Curling. Brought my team to the American Challenge here, and you're about to see a little bit of that footage. These villain wraps here by toughwraps.com. Really cool thing about them that I kind of like in this federation is they use a belt loop technology to go on your hand. So rather than having that little thumb loop that kind of gets in the way, because in most powerlifting federations your thumb isn't allowed to be in the loop, this you pull in that way and then wrap around to whatever you want it to be. So that loop isn't in the way anywhere. You won't accidentally have it in, you know, that would stink. Have that loop in there, forget to unloop it, get a no rep because of something stupid like that. So I just got these a couple weeks ago, but I've been pretty pleased with them so far. So yeah, toughwraps.com. So these are 24 inch, that's as long as you're allowed to go in our federation, so that's what I'm using. I wear a belt. So here we've got the liftinglarge.com belt. So the reason I like to wear a belt that seems kind of strange in the curl is, for me, I really focus a lot on my core and breathing. Professionally, I'm a chiropractor, so I focused on that part a lot. So the reason I wear the belt isn't because I'm afraid of hurting my back during the curl. The reason I like to wear the belt is because when I cinch it up, it reminds me to take air in through my stomach and brace into the belt. So it's more about breathing for me, and it's just a constant reminder when it's on me to take that deep breath into the belt rather than up through the shoulders. You know, if you take that deep breath in up, when you're holding the weight, you have nowhere to go to lift here. So instead, keeping those shoulders depressed, breathing in through the belly allows more engagement of the upper limb there. So again, I'm using it more for breathing. That's a commonly asked question. Why do you wear a belt when you curl? It's not because I'm afraid of hurting my back at all. It has way more to do with breathing technique. If you're really good on breathing technique, you wouldn't really need to wear one. For me, it's just a reminder. So yeah, I wear those. So I do bring my own curling bar to meets, and part of the reason I do that is, you know, all too often you'll get to a meet and everyone's fighting over the same couple bars, same couple weights. So instead, I'll bring my own curl bar so I can set it up with my own weights. I don't have to worry about tearing it down, building it back up, anything like that. So as I'm working up through some of my warm-up sets, I'm not able to work in with people, and I can be a little bit more regimented about it. So yeah, I'm the weirdo that walks into a meet with a curling bar on his back, but I do that. And it has proven to help a lot in the past. So this here's an OBZ 35 by Ivanco. The competition bar is a 55. That's a $400 bar. At the time that I bought this, I didn't really have that kind of coin to drop on a curling bar, so I went with the lower model here. It has a little bit more taper, and I'm sure there's some other little features about this bar versus the 55, but it's always translated pretty naturally when I go to curl with that bar too. So these are Reebok shoes, Reebok CrossFit. I am a power lifter who CrossFits, and I am a big fan of CrossFit as a functional fitness. There's actually a CrossFit gym, CrossFit Strongsville, associated with my chiropractic clinic. And I couldn't be more happy with that connection. I use a lot of CrossFit modalities when I'm creating my programming for all of my powerlifting. I don't think I'd be as good of a curler as I am if I hadn't started with CrossFit and cleaning a lot. So the Olympic weightlifting movement, the clean, that really helps me curl actually. So, but yeah, I'm rocking the Reeboks here, nice flat shoe. Good for other forms of powerlifting. In the curl, it's not really gonna matter. The only thing you wouldn't wanna have on a curl is you wouldn't wanna have an elevated shoe. So one of the lifting platform shoes with the heel, you wouldn't really wanna wear those. It'd push you off of the pad when you go to perform that strict curl. So something with a flatter sole is always gonna be better. You guys will probably want to start warming up in the next few minutes here. You can use band and dumbbells just to get some blood flowing into the area, and then once you have done that a little bit, then you can, you're trying to wake up your nervous system, trying to get blood flowing. Really
you guys have a great week now.
Instead, everything's so real fast. Okay? So training that speed and trying to drive blood in there. Here, the meet director and chair for Ohio 100% Raw asked me to sign the back of the platform. He got an official platform in and date it. Just thought it'd be pretty cool to have a couple world record holders on there. Denise Jaffe's the other one. She's a rock star. She's got a couple world records as well. So that was pretty cool to be honored in that way. Ivanko makes best plates. Here you're going to see some of our team warming up, just trying to get some blood flowing in here. So they're using some dumbbells. There's David there working some dumbbells. You know, you take the pre-workout, so you want to make sure that pre-workout's actually doing something and going to the right area and not just sitting in your stomach and turning it over. So you want to make sure you get a little blood flow in there, a little bit of a pump going on before you start hitting your warm-up reps. So I like using the bands as you saw before, or there you see me doing a little dumbbells. There's my wife rocking the Iron Halo shirt, and me giving some adjustments. So I am a chiropractic physician, so I usually adjust my team before I get going. So starting to warm up here. Started with 120, hit that for 5 real quick. Before that I hit some bands, some dumbbells. So just really trying to accentuate speed here, waking up the nervous system. I did have to work this morning. I don't usually work on a meet day, but just trying to change gears now from work me to lifting me. So that's where we're at. Space a little tight for warm-up, so I just kind of found a hallway to kind of tuck away in. You're seeing the perks I have in my own bar. I can do my own thing. So bump it up. So just getting a little tune-in here. I'm usually all metal music there. I love As I Lay Dying. Veil of Maya is a good one. Born of Osiris. I'm a pretty heavy dude. Metalhead. You see me warming up again. I usually do a couple sets of 5, set of 3, down to some 1s, up until I'm real close to that weight. It was 180 for a single. You know, having to pick it up off the ground does make it a little harder. You know, I'm back here against a wall, tight spaces, but you know, I might hit one more and then go out there and do it on a platform. You see the team practicing some speed with the band. This is our first lifter. This is Chrissy Zart. This is my wife here. I've been real proud of her to do the work that she's done lately in the curl. She started about 60 pounds when she first started the whole thing. There you see her curling 64 for an opener. Most she's ever curled in a meet was 66, so we wanted to make sure she broke that this meet. You see her 3 white lights there. This is Kelsey, and Kelsey is actually the significant other of my associate doctor at the office. She is incredibly strong, and the only athlete we have that does the wide grip curl. The inside grip bothers her wrists. There you see her hitting a pretty solid number there. I think that was right around 74 pounds. Now you're going to see Katie coming up here with her patented donut singlet and rocking the Iron Halo shirt underneath. She goes narrow grip like the rest of our athletes, keeps it in real tight, uses leverage. Real strong athlete there. You see her curling, I believe that was 77 as an opener. So pretty cool. I think right around 78 was the most she had ever done in a meet before this. She's done a few meets before. Now I'm talking to David here. David's about to hit his opener. This is his first curling meet ever. So he gets in there, and it was really tough to pick his numbers because this guy is incredibly strong and competes stronger than he trains. So we open him up on that first one, and you can see that was just way too light, but it got him on the board, and believe it or not, was good enough for a state record in his weight class and age group. So it's always nice to get on the record. I always say you never get any bonus points for opening real heavy. So that was David hitting that lift there, smoking it, and now we're trying to find another lift for him, which again was a little bit of a challenge. Here I'm chalking up, getting ready for the lift. Going for that opener. This was 194 for a world record in the 242 weight class. And so I get a little wide stance here, narrow grip, pull underneath it. I get a little left arm pain, so I always pull my right arm underneath it first. I try to keep a balanced bar though, as you see, so the bar never really changes angle. It's just my shoulder angle that changes a little bit. Bar always stays ascending upright, so you see there, that's my baby Freya. And we're back to Chrissy here. So Chrissy here, I believe, is at 68, so this is a meet PR for her on her second attempt. Keeping that narrow grip, keeping it in really close. I'm chirping at her to turn those wrists over to finish the lift, and she gets it. That was a grinder. She did have to work that morning before the meet, so that was tough too. So she hit that meet PR on a second lift. She also went down a weight class, so that was really cool. Here we see Kelsey going with that wide grip, pulling in. And Kelsey's got a lot of strength. We're training her power, so we're teaching her how to be fast too. And if she can really become a powerful, strong athlete, sky's the limit for her, because this is her first meet and she was already hitting state records right away. Here we go with Katie again, and Katie here I think is going for about 83 pounds. You see the bar gets a little bit away from her, but she does a good job of turning over her wrist to reel it back in. 3 white lights, so that's good for a state record, 165 weight class. She weighs in well underneath that, but we like to separate our athletes out. Here's David again, making it look entirely too easy. So he definitely shot real high on his third attempt. I think he went somewhere right around like 127, then 132, and then we bumped him up to 141 for his last one.
Guys, this is for another world record. It is also an all-time record any weight class. Wow.
So here you see me getting wound up for that second attempt here, shaking the arms out, trying to get angry. This is 92.5 kilo for an all-time world record. This was my first stab at it. So I get that wide stance. I just miss it there. I don't pull quite enough on that left side to get up underneath it, so you see it start to drift right on me. You know, when you're curling that much weight, everything's got to be just right or you're just going to miss it. So I'm trying to catch up with the video, see where I missed it, what happened on that regard. So I knew I could do it. I'd never curled that weight before, but I was dangerously close, and after watching the videos, I knew if I just got that left arm firing a little harder, I'd hit it. Here's Chrissy here for just shy of 70 pounds on a third attempt. And you can see she turns those wrists over, reels it in, grinds it out, and finishes the lift. So she went down an entire weight class and PR'd her meet curl by about 4 pounds. So that was pretty exciting. So again, sky's the limit for her too. That was only in like a 3-month difference there. She made all that improvement. Here we've got Kelsey going for state record, 148 weight class with that wide grip. And she reels that thing in, gets up underneath it. And I think that was right around 83 pounds there. I'm not sure on the kilo measurement. So she hits that, 3 white lights. So really nice. Huge lift. Katie here going for about 86 pounds on a third attempt. Pulls it, and just that left arm just got a little far away from her, but that was a really, really close lift. I tell you what, if she generated a little more speed out of the bottom, she definitely would have hit that.
Load the bar with 45.
Here we're chalking David up for his last one, going for 141. This was a huge jump. I mean, the guy jumped like 15 pounds basically across his 3 lifts. And he even smokes that one, really. He probably had more in the tank on top of that. So 141 was good for a state record, again, in the 242 in his age bracket. So pretty exciting. Comes out for his first meet and smokes it. You can tell by the way that guy's built. His arms are gigantic. They're like legs. So they really excited to see where he goes with it. Here we got Kelsey going for a 4th attempt. With her 4th attempt here, you're allowed to take 4th attempt if you're trying to break a record. And this lift was an absolute testament of drive and determination, but just not quite having a right arm strong enough to do it. I've actually never seen anyone do that, and the judges and spotters were just kind of letting her have fun with it, which was pretty funny. So she definitely gets the award for most interesting curl. Here we are for David, hitting that fourth. And he just misses it there. And I'm not sure what that weight was. I think it was right around like 145 or so, 146. You know, he'd have hit that lift if he hadn't have taken such early attempts the way he did. So if that would have been his third attempt and we'd have backed everything off, he'd have definitely gotten it. Here you see me going for my third attempt. And my third attempt here again, 92.5 kilo. Just trying to use that left arm a little bit more on this one. I pull, I get up underneath it, that bar moves nice and balanced. The shoulder drops a little on the right, but the bar never does. That's what I want everybody to notice there. You don't want the bar making a rowing motion. And there I get the 3 white lights. So just got done. I missed 92.5 kilo, then I hit it. 92.5 kilo is the all-time record in Raw. So across all weight classes, all divisions, 92 was the highest anyone had ever curled. I think the guy was 308 pounds when he did it. So it was a huge goal for me. There's some rule changes on the horizon for Raw, so I'm gonna have to tighten up my technique in the future. As far as that shoulder dip goes, I'm gonna have to create some balance with my curl, but you know, for today's meet, it got the job done. So 92.5 kilos. I weighed in at the 242 pound weight class, although ironically I was only 221 pounds to make that. That was for you, Bruce. So yeah, when I'm out there, you know, that second attempt I missed, but I didn't have my head in the right spot. I was just trying to get fired up. On that third attempt, I kind of recentered myself. For me, you know, we wear it on our shirt. It says honor them, but I can only succeed when I'm thinking about why I do it. It has nothing to do with me, it has to do with my family. So wife, kids, mom and dad, friends, that's why I get the job done. So I was able to hit it when that was what was in the forefront of my mind. Here you just see some of our teammates accepting awards. Everybody got a medal on this one, whole team, so that's very exciting. Raw gave out some pretty cool medals this year for the American Challenge. So there you're seeing David get his. But everyone did a great job. Super proud of the team, proud of everyone for coming out. Very exciting, excited for the next one. Next one for us is Worlds in the middle of October 2018. We'll be heading down to Virginia Beach, see if we can't do something exciting.